What up, my dudes? It's Space Roach, and I told you we were going to come back after the Day 7 patch for the Quest version of Behemoth, and here we are. It ended up being a good thing, too, because I got to go back and play on the SteamVR version, and I got to play on the Meta PC version as well, and everything I'm going to show you today is from the Quest 3 version, because that's the one I did the full playthrough on. And man, this game is friggin' brilliant. Definitely one of the best combat systems introduced in VR. Man, the fighting feels good. The heavy swords feel real heavy. Yes!
I performed a mercy. Those taken by the curse are only free in death.
Look at this f***ing sword. And the physics to the game are just nice. I've not really been a big fan of bows and arrows in VR. I really liked archery in this particular game. It felt really good. I'd assume there was a little bit of aim assist going on there because I was way better than I am in other games at shooting the arrows. Sword combat is spot on. You can rage out and punch through walls. They did a great job in this game with the NPCs. I thought the voice acting was fantastic.
I remember a battlefield, laughing in the face of certain death.
And the characters they came up with were fun. As we've seen with other VR games this year, gadgets make it great. You get a grappling hook that you find upgrades for throughout the game. A sword mighty enough to slay a behemoth that you upgrade in a forge. And man, the whole forge upgrading thing was actually really cool. Bows and arrows, findable upgrades, and all kinds of collectibles all over the place throughout the land. And of course, there's an entire character upgrade system where you get to assign points to add abilities to your character to strengthen you for upcoming fights against the behemoths. There really was just a whole lot going on in this game. If you happen to catch the video that I posted on the Facebook gaming account last week, I did have some problems with glitchiness within the game prior to the patch, and that's something we focused on when playing last night. I will say they cleared up pretty much everything that I had a problem with the first time, with the exception for sometimes when you parry, if you come back and attack too fast, it will lag the game a little bit, at least in the 3 hours of play that I put in between last night and this morning. But yeah, guys, this is a real deal adventure. I've freaking really enjoyed this game. The visuals are fantastic on the Quest 3 version, obviously even better on the PC versions. Now, one thing I was on the fence about in this game was the grabbing system, which is fantastic for climbing, very smooth, great for weapons handling, but a little rough when grabbing things in the world that aren't necessarily interactable. As you see, I get pulled into this table here. I enjoyed pretty much everything about this game. It was a solid 9 out of 10 for me, and easily one of the top 5 games released in VR all year long. That's just my opinion though. Of course, I've seen mixed reviews throughout the internet over the past week. And if your experience with the game was different, definitely let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. But for me, Behemoth was a slam dunk and a must-have game if you're into combat and RPG and VR. If you're into swords and adventure and battling giant monsters and weird cultists and finding cool items all over the place, Behemoth definitely ticked all the boxes for me. Now, the one version I didn't play of the game is PSVR 2 because I don't own PSVR 2, but honestly, I couldn't imagine it as a bad experience over there either. It's just a really good game overall. I did go ahead and drop links for the game on all platforms in the description of the video. I also included my Meta affiliate link that gets you 20% off on the game if you're buying the Quest version, as well as a few other Quest 3 related affiliate links. And for super fans of the game, I also included a link to this kick-ass graphic novel that you can find on the Behemoth website. And now that I've hit you with all the details and the gameplay, I'd like to thank you for watching my video. It really is a pleasure, every time, to come on here and talk to you guys about what's new and awesome in VR, sometimes what's not so awesome in VR, and really just VR in general. And as always, if you got what you needed here today, feel encouraged to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, my dudes, live long and prosper. This is Space Roach VR.